What's up, guys? This is Chris from DraftDashboard.com.
Here are my DFS picks for NFL Week 15 sleeper picks.
These picks apply for DraftKings and FanDuel. Before I get started, please drop a like on this video and hit that red subscribe button
And hit that bell icon
so you don't miss our new videos.
In this video, I'm going to give you some of my top DFS sleeper picks for NFL Week 15.
Super low priced and low ownership players that could crush value this week and give your lineup an advantage over the field. These are risky plays, meant for large tournaments only. Don't go all in on any of these guys. They are high risk, high reward picks. And if you stay to the very end after all my picks and after I show you the Draft Dashboard tools, I'll give you my super secret sleeper pick that no one's talking about.
Just a quick announcement for everyone. We just finished our cash game lineup optimizer. It's not live on the site yet, but it will be in the next few days, and we will let you know right here. The cash game optimizer generates a lineup based on projected ownership to help you quickly make high quality cash game lineups so you can start building your bankroll. Okay, my NFL Week 15 quarterback sleeper pick is Matt Ryan from the Atlanta Falcons playing the San Francisco 49ers. So they've got a good defense overall, and they've been good against opposing quarterbacks, but Matt Ryan has been consistent, scoring 21.7 fantasy points per game on the season. He scored 24 fantasy points last week, 23 the game before that. He's only going to be about 1% owned. People are worried about that San Francisco 49ers defense, but this is supposed to be a high-scoring game. 48.5 points scored in this game, with the Atlanta Falcons trailing by 10.5, so Matt Ryan's going to have to pass the ball a ton. He's only projected at 15.7 fantasy points here in Week 15. I think that projection is a little bit low. I think he gets more towards 20 plus fantasy points, and he's only $5,900 DraftKings salary and $1,700 more on FanDuel. So the matchup's not great, but I think the game script goes his way. His salary is low, so I like Matt Ryan here versus the San Francisco 49ers.
Before I continue with the picks, I'm excited today because we added a new contest for everyone watching. If you want to enter the drawing for $100 PayPal, all you need to do is like this video, hit that subscribe button, and make a quick comment below to be entered into the drawing. We'll reply to a random comment and let you know that you won, and then we'll send you $100 PayPal. So it's that easy, and we pick a new winner every Saturday and announce them in our video. So get your comment in now so I can add another entry for you.
Okay, my Week 15 running back sleeper pick is Kareem Hunt from the Cleveland Browns playing the Arizona Cardinals, who have the absolute worst defense overall, and they give up the 11th most fantasy points to opposing running backs. Kareem Hunt has averaged 14.2 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 6.8 rush attempts per game and 5.4 pass targets per game. He's only going to be about 2% owned. He's on the field for 100% of the snaps, projected at 13 fantasy points here in Week 15. He's $6,300 DraftKings salary and $400 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 49.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Cleveland Browns favored by 3. So a high-scoring game. I think Kareem Hunt gets a ton of work here. Great matchup. So I like Kareem Hunt here versus the Arizona Cardinals. Okay guys, if you're getting any value from this video, please hit that red subscribe button. We put out new fantasy football videos every day. So if you hit that subscribe button and ring that bell notification, you won't miss out on any of our new fantasy football videos. Tons of free stuff coming your way. It only takes a second, and it helps us push out more fantasy football content for you guys to consume each and every day. It's because of you subscribers that make this possible. So thank you for supporting this channel. Okay, my Week 15 wide receiver sleeper pick is Kendrick Bourne from the San Francisco 49ers playing the Atlanta Falcons, who have the 8th worst defense overall, and they give up the 10th most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Kendrick Bourne has only averaged 7 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3 pass targets per game, but he scored 17 fantasy points in 4 pass targets last game. He's only going to be about 1% owned, so this is a deep sleeper pick, projected at 7.1 fantasy points here in week 15. He's 4,000 DraftKings salary and 1,400 more on FanDuel. So Vegas thinks there's going to be 48.5 points scored in this game. They have the 49ers favored by 10.5. This is a home game, a fantastic matchup. So I like Kendrick Bourne here versus the Atlanta Falcons.
Real quick, guys, I got great news. For a limited time, we're offering a full 30-day trial to Draft Dashboard. You can try all the tools for NFL, and you can try the tools for NBA. This is a great time to get in and try everything for 1 month. The tools are all about saving research time. You can see the last 3 games, the fantasy points per game, the targets they got per game, so you can see how involved they are in the offense, the rushes they got per game. Seeing all this stuff on one screen helps you save time and make better picks. Oh, and if you're tired of doing research every day, we just added a cheat sheet that shows hand-picked plays for the slate. No confusing stat lines, no headaches, just a simple cheat sheet that shows the absolute best players for your lineups.
Okay, moving on to the tight end position. My NFL Week 15 tight end sleeper pick is Cameron Brate from the Tampa Bay Bucks playing the Detroit Lions, who have the 4th worst defense overall, and they give up the 13th most fantasy points to opposing tight ends. Cameron Brate has averaged 5.7 fantasy points per game on the season, getting an average of 3.2 pass targets per game. He scored 13 fantasy points off of 4 pass targets last game. He's only going to be about 1% owned, projected at 6.4 fantasy points here in week 15. He's 3,400 DraftKings salary and 1,800 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 45.5 points scored in this game. They have the Tampa Bay Bucks favored by 5. So this is a great matchup. So I like Cameron Brate here versus the Detroit Lions.
If you want to try all these daily fantasy tools for yourself, click the link in the description below this video or just go to draftdashboard.com. You can use our DFS lineup optimizer to build quality lineups using our picks and your own custom player pool. Click the link in the description below this video and try all these daily fantasy tools right now. Thanks so much for watching. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you can get instant updates whenever we post a new video. You've unlocked the bonus content.
Okay, my NFL Week 15 super secret sleeper pick is Kelvin Harmon. It's probably the first time you've heard that name all season. From the Washington Redskins playing the Philadelphia Eagles, who have a middle-of-the-pack defense overall, and they give up the 3rd most fantasy points to opposing wide receivers. Kelvin Harmon has only averaged 3.5 fantasy points per game on the season, but he scored 4, 8, and 7 fantasy points in the last 3 games off of 4, 5, and 6 pass targets. He's only going to be about 1% owned, on the field for 43% of the snaps, projected at 6.8 fantasy points here in week 15. He's 3,500 DraftKings salary and 1,300 more on FanDuel. Vegas thinks there's going to be 38.5 points scored in this game, and they have the Redskins trailing by 6.5. So it's a home game, should be a passing game script. Kelvin Harmon should get plenty of looks. He's in a great matchup, so I like Kelvin Harmon here versus the Philadelphia Eagles.
Thank you so much for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, please smiggity smash that like button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Oh, and please comment below with your favorite player for this NFL slate. I love to hear what you guys have to think. Thanks again, and good luck. Do you want more fantasy football picks? Check out the video linked right in the middle of the screen. If you got any value from this video, please tap that subscribe button before you get out of here and ring that bell notification so you won't miss our daily fantasy football uploads. We're putting out new videos every day, so I don't want you guys to miss any of our free content.